Hi, welcome. I'm Ricky J. Martinez, Artistic Director of Silvertongue Stages, and I'm so happy you're joining us for our 6 Feet Apart series, installation number 6. If you have missed the last 6 installations, don't fret, it's all good. You can check us out on our website, silvertongued.org, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Silvertongue Stages. Every Sunday at 3 p.m., we are premiering a new work from international artists all over the world. And if you enjoy the show, please donate. Links are below. You can Venmo or now Cash App. Please, we appreciate it. Artists appreciate it. And every proceed that is collected is split evenly with all the artists for that show, for that week. So make sure to name the show that the donation is going for. And if you just simply want to make a donation, hey, you can as well. It is welcome. And we thank you so much. Without further delay, enjoy this beautiful work by one of my dear friends, Here or The Love We Make by Tanner Prace Collier. Thank you.
Year 1, 2010. Sasquatch Music Festival, 2010. Volkswagen bus and a canopy wrapped in white lights. Typing.
I started writing The Love We Make on May 30th, 2016. It was a time when I felt unafraid. I tried to tell myself I was an adult back then, but I was just a tender age. I was a kid getting lost in the idea of magnificent love. And I guess I only saw what I wanted to, the beautiful side of things, the happy times, the moments of falling in love. I tend to want to ignore the darker sides of love, but 2 years is a long time. You can learn a lot about yourself in 2 years. I learned that love isn't always lovely and that people can be cruel, even if they don't mean to be. If you saw our story years ago, you got a glimpse of several lives passing through each other, and that was never what was intended for this show. I saw a needed change in who we were as people between then and now. I saw a need for something different. So I burned the original script and I started again. These are images rearranged, remade, remixed. I hope we can make sense of it all. This is happiness. This is fiction.
I was born on March 2nd, 2012. I was a late baby. I met my mama, but I never really knew who she was. I knew that her name was June, that she loved Choco Tacos. She laughed at everything. She always wore Technicolor, and that she loved me. I may have never known her, but I love her. Well, isn't that funny? I said I may have never known her. Oh, sorry, I guess you wouldn't get that joke. I May. That's my name. That's what my mama named me, and that's why I thought that was funny. Anyway, I guess that's where I'll start. My name is May. My mother's name is June, and my father's name is Nathaniel. I tell this story because I'm still trying to figure out who I am. I have memories of how I got here, but I don't really know if I'm doing this right. My life.
What does right mean anyway?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
Then how do you know you're not?
Maybe I am. Don't make me think.
I'm your dad. I want you to think.
Let's tell our story again.
We've done it so many times, May.
I know. I just want to tell it. It means so much to me.
I met June on May 29th, 2010 at the Gorge. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a venue for music festivals in George Washington. I always thought that was stupid, that there's a town in Washington called George. Who came up with that?
I've always liked it. The gorge at George.
You sound just like her. See, when I was younger, I went to Sasquatch every year. My first time was just after I had graduated high school, and after that, I went every year. As I got older, I stopped going. I guess it wasn't as exciting when my hair started to gray and everything got louder.
I still go every year.
I love hearing your stories after every time.
I'm not as good at telling stories as you are.
The beginning?
Yes.
My favorite band is The National. They're really good. Check them out sometime. Anyway, I was excited to see them because I had never before. June had a couple times actually. I lost a group of people I was with because they didn't want to see The National, and I was okay with that.
So you stood alone.
You want me to tell the story?
Sorry. It's one of my favorite parts.
I remember that I didn't do any drugs that day because I wanted to remember The National forever. And that's when I met June.
Don't lie, you were higher than a kite. Well, maybe not when you got there, but after you met me.
Mama.
Baby.
I can tell the story from here. This is when they accidentally bumped into each other.
Shit, I am so sorry.
You're fine, love.
They stood quietly watching The National. He didn't know what to say, but he wanted to say something.
So,
Huh?
do you like The National?
Who doesn't?
My friends.
Some friends.
That's when she pulled out a joint. My dad didn't dabble much. She offered. He coughed.
God, it's really strong.
Freshman?
He got high. She already was. He doesn't like to admit it, but I know he cried when The National did I Need My Girl. I always cry when I hear it. I think emotional responses might be hereditary.
I didn't cry. I was just happy.
Are you crying?
No, I'm just happy.
He was happy. So is she. I'm sometimes jealous that I didn't get to be there to see such a moment. After the closing song, he asked her what her name was. She said,
June.
and he said,
Nathaniel.
Nate?
No. Nathaniel.
All right. I like it. It takes more time to say, but it's time well spent.
Time well spent. There's something. There's something about you.
What is it?
I'm not sure.
You're looking for something. Or maybe you found it.
I don't like to fill ears with too much fluff, so we'll skip ahead a little. After the concert and introductions, they talk some more.
Do you like gyros?
Oh, I don't eat anything with a face. I'm just fucking with you.
Blah, blah, blah. They got euros and then they went back to my dad's camp. The party was still in full swing, but he had to find a way to get to a quiet place.
I don't think that food is sitting right with me.
Oh, do you need to puke?
Oh, so he puked. And this is really where most of our story takes place. My dad's camp. He was way too hipster to handle sometimes. You know, he loved light pendants, white plates, tea lights and hanging lanterns. Some people just thought he was gay. I'm gonna sit back now and watch too. This is one of my favorite parts.
I like your lights.
Really? You like them?
They make me smile.
Well, my friends think they're dumb. They told me they make me look gay.
What's wrong with looking gay? Everyone looks gay every now and then.
Sorry, I puked. That must have been really gross to watch.
It's okay, we've all been there.
I mean, you probably won't kiss me now.
Kiss you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
You want to kiss me?
No, I mean, yes. Yeah.
You're sweet.
I really want to kiss you.
Why?
Because you're beautiful.
You want to kiss me based on the way I look?
Well, not when you put it that way.
Then give me another reason why you want to kiss me.
You're someone new.
I am.
There's something about you. I feel like I've met you before.
There's always something about something. I think the stars are beautiful and there's something about them. I'd kiss the sky at night if I could. I'd get so lost in it, I don't know if I'd ever come back.
You'd kiss the night sky if you could?
I'd make love to the sky if I could. I love the stars. Did you know that the stars in the sky are thousands of years old, and that the light that we see from them is way in the past and has already happened? And since light takes its sweet time getting to us, we're just seeing the remnants of the stars' lives from thousands of years ago. They're already dead and gone, and yet we still get to enjoy them.
I didn't know that.
No, what?
That the stars up there are already dead.
You didn't know that? I thought that was like common knowledge.
Not for me. I'm a little heartbroken.
Why?
Because they're dead.
Yeah, but you still get to look at them. You still get to appreciate them for what they were. Their beauty doesn't fade just because they're gone. They're here so you can drown in the beauty that they were.
I don't want to drown in anything.
Why not?
Because that sounds awful. Will you let me kiss you tonight?
I just might.
When?
Let me get to know you first.
Well, what do you want to know?
What are your secrets?
I don't usually share my secrets. I'm sorry, I just...
I better go. It's getting late and I have to get back to my camp so I can pack to leave tomorrow.
Oh, don't leave.
I have to.
Wait, can I get your phone number so I can call you?
No,
No?
I'll make you a deal.
What?
Do you see this dress? This is my favorite dress. My favorite color is Technicolor, and I always wear this dress whenever I can. I'll meet you a year from now at the same place, same time, same dress.
Same dress.
Same dress. You'll see me, I promise.
A whole year?
It'll make seeing each other even sweeter.
I can agree to that. Wait, isn't Technicolor every color?
Exactly. Love is every color, so I guess you could say my favorite color is love.
I knew right then and there that I was in love. But the thing is, I fall in love almost too quickly. Those were the last things we said to each other for a year.
It was a long year, too. I couldn't wait to see you.
And I couldn't wait to see you.
And I can't wait to see the rest. Although I have to warn you, love isn't always lovely. Love is a question mark. Love is every color, and sometimes that can be pretty confusing.
Year 2, 2011.
I remember the first time I fell in love. It wasn't with a person. Or maybe it was. Maybe it was the story. Maybe it was the individuals making the magic, but regardless, I fell madly in love with the idea of the human heart and the story of Vigils by Noah Heidel. This was the first play that ever triggered something in me. I walked home after leaving the space and I held back what felt like a million years of pent-up emotion. And I knew right then and there that this is what I was meant to do. Create magic, create stories of love. And I never understood why this subject was so dear to me. I'm still looking for that answer, and writing this play was the huge question for me. Can love be that cosmic? Can it happen in an instant? Can it take your breath away? And at this point in our story, I still had stars in my eyes. I was letting the beauty wear its mask. And I held on a little too long.
I tend to hold on to the things that I wish I had known. I have a box full of memories that never belonged to me. I have my mama's Technicolor dress, the ring that my dad wanted to give her, and the first ultrasound picture of myself. Sometimes I wonder why these things are so special to me. Still trying to figure that out. I just want to know why these things mean so much.
I could tell you.
No, don't tell me. I want to figure it out on my own.
Knowing where things start, it can always be special. Your mom and I's beginning was always my favorite part. The ending wasn't. The ending just started a new story for me.
Well, we're not there yet.
2011.
Keep telling.
I'll skip ahead a year because everything in between really didn't matter to me. All I could look forward to was the moment I would get to drive into the Gorge campground and set up my lights so June would know where to find me. It took a little while. I was worried she maybe wouldn't.
Was all the worrying worth your time?
It was a waste.
I made you a deal and I always stick to what I say.
I'm just a worrier.
Does worrying ever make anything better? Does it?
No, it doesn't. Worrying has never gotten me anywhere.
And I'm here now. Let your worries go.
Okay.
When I walked over the hill and saw your lights, I knew it was you.
You remembered them.
Of course I did. I had a picture in my mind since the day we last saw each other. I kept it all the way up until now.
Just listening to these small interactions makes me wish that I could experience something like this in my life. I'm still waiting for these moments.
Waiting hurts.
I thought I could wait and I'd be fine, but it did hurt. Waiting to see you again.
I could have called you if you gave me your number.
But didn't waiting make this so much sweeter?
You're still wearing your dress.
Always. How else would you have known it was me?
Your eyes.
I wish my eyes could be technicolor too, but I think that's unnatural.
There's nothing wrong with being unnatural. Everything about humans isn't unnatural.
This is unnatural.
But why care, I guess? Unnatural is fun. Something's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
Be honest.
I'm stressed.
You're at Sasquatch. How could you be stressed?
I've got a lot going on back home.
Where's home?
Wenatchee. Well, I guess I can't really call it home because I don't live there anymore. Spokane, I guess. But Wenatchee is where I grew.
And you left your heart there?
What? No. What does that even mean?
You did. The Nathaniel I met a year ago was here. This Nathaniel is back home. So tell me what's going on.
I just want to be able to leave home and not worry about what's waiting for me when I get back.
Okay. Then let's not worry. Let's play.
Play?
Yeah, let's play.
We're not kids.
Everyone's a kid. We're all kids pretending like we know what we're doing, but really we have no fucking clue.
I haven't played since I was a kid.
You are a kid. We're kids. Let's do something fun, something stupid.
What do you want to do?
Dance.
They did. I did too.
And I never got to.
It's fun.
I'm winded.
I think I want you to kiss me.
Do you want to kiss me too, or do you just want me to kiss you?
They're the same thing.
No, they're different. You said, I think I want you to kiss me. It'd be me making the first move and me kissing you. Where in there do you want to kiss me?
I never saw it that way. But I do. I do want to kiss you.
Then kiss me first.
Oh, I never kiss first.
Well, here's your chance. Do it. Kiss me. Kiss me first.
That was the first time she ever kissed anyone first. I wish I could have known what made her decide to break her streak.
It was a choice.
I was worried that maybe you wouldn't have kissed me.
You worry too much.
I'm glad I didn't inherit that. Sometimes I think if I worried more, I'd get myself into less trouble.
Trouble is fun.
No one's ever kissed me like that before.
Like what?
Like you did. Soft. Honest.
I like to be honest. Like when I told you about the stars being dead and everything we see in the sky has already happened.
Why did you kiss me?
Maybe I did it because of the way you look. Maybe I did it because I like you. Maybe I did it because there's something about you.
What's the real reason?
There's so much about you. So much I want to know. Who are you?
Nathaniel?
No. No, I mean, who are you? If your soul was an open book and you could read the words out loud, what would you say?
That's a hard question, but I know exactly what I would say. I think I know my soul well. I'm May. I was born into loving hands that never stopped caring for me. I fall in love just a little too quickly, and sometimes I can get myself into trouble.
Just say whatever comes to mind.
Okay, I worry too much. I take things too seriously, and I fall in love almost too quickly. I make sure to never say anything that might offend people. I'm careful.
And I'm the exact opposite.
But I still really find myself gravitating to you.
And I find myself always coming back to the story because even though I'm not in this part, it's still my story too. I've never slow danced with anyone. I've tried, but no one my age wants to take the time and slow down and enjoy moments like this. I live in a world where things happen way too fast. Why would I want to let my life pass by when I could just stop and watch the stars? Why would anyone? My parents, they got it right.
We just grew up in different times, May.
I think maybe I would have done better growing up when you did.
You're an old soul. You're young, but your soul is old.
Kind of like the stars.
Just like the stars. You're here, May. You're here and you're beautiful. We're all just here trying to figure it out. Figure out what the hell we're looking for.
I love listening to my mama talk, but I need to see where this goes. They slow danced forever, maybe 2 hours. Their feet were tired, but they could dance for days, and I don't think I would ever get tired of watching.
I'd get tired of dancing.
And you did. That's why I'm here, because you got tired of dancing. And that's when my dad kissed her. He kissed her, not the other way around. He finally did what he wanted.
You kissed me.
I wanted to. I have wanted to.
And just like any other cliche story, they had sex.
Okay, May, we don't need to get into that.
Why not?
Because our daughter is in the room?
Yeah, Dad, I don't really want to know or hear about what happened. I'm here because you did, and that's all that needs to be said.
But there's nothing filthy about it. It was love. We made love. As much as I hate saying those words because I always thought that was something that old people said, it's true. We made love and we made you.
And I was falling in love with you. Even though it was only the second time we met.
And why did you leave?
Love scares me. And I was a liar.
Airplanes scare me, but I still get on them when I need to.
Love isn't as simple as flight.
So she left a note that said, I'll see you a year from now at the same place, same time, Same dress. Love, June.
I'm not good at goodbyes.
Who the fuck is anymore?
We're so strange. The way we treat each other as human beings confuses me. I believe that some of us are good. I believe that some of us are not. Some of us have the ability to love another human no matter how badly they treat us. Can't we just be good?
Year 3, 2012, Part 1.
I wish that people owned up to who they were. It can be hard when we know we're wrong. I wrote those first 2 scenes on a windowsill of the home that belonged to the man that I was soon to fall wildly in love with. The first time we met, I actually thought he looked like just a total dick. Never in a million years would I have thought that he would be my other half, but he was. And we did everything together. We laughed, we cried, we made plays together. And I still think about him every day. I look around at my apartment and I remember everywhere that he sat, stood, and moved. Things don't always work out, but I try reminding myself that the universe has my back, and maybe it wasn't meant to be. I wish it was, though, because I love him with every piece of my heart. And he left town with his car packed and his mind made up. He never even said goodbye.
A note isn't a goodbye. Now, I admit I've left notes before. I've left them because I've been afraid. I've left them because sometimes I don't want to say goodbye. You know, I don't think I've ever met anyone who is good at goodbyes.
No one is. Never has there ever really been a single damn person who was good at goodbyes. Never.
I think maybe someday I can figure out how to say goodbye and be good at it. Need to figure out myself first.
Well, let me know if you ever do figure it out yourself. Goodbyes. Do we need to keep going, or is this enough for you?
Well, half a story isn't a story.
But you know the rest.
It's just so important to me, and I think this might be the last time.
Last time for what?
The last time I'll get to hear you listen to our story.
It's your story too, May. You can tell it even when I'm not here.
But it will never be the same because I was never there.
You were there. Maybe not physically, but you were there. Even if we stop telling this story, you can always keep it. Let's finish it. One last time with me.
Maybe we shouldn't. We'll leave it open-ended.
You know that's not right. There are people who came here to hear our story.
What do they matter? They don't care.
Some of you care, don't you?
No one will ever care as much as I do.
Then I want to finish the story for you. Please?
Okay, keep telling.
I didn't want to see her ever again. I hated her. Who does that?
I think they call it a one-night stand.
I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the kind of person who has one night stands. I also never thought I'd be the person to be left like that. All I had left in the morning was the view of my passed out friends lying on the grass outside. No June. Nothing. So I went home. I packed up my car and left. For a long time, I didn't even want to go back.
But you had a year to think about it.
Think about it. That's all I did. I thought for hours and hours and days and months.
Was all the thinking worth it?
It was. But this time I wasn't happy to see you.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you did. I considered for a long time not even showing up.
But the 2012 lineup was too damn good.
True. Of Monsters and Men, Lord Huron, Beirut, The Head and the Heart.
But no national.
Nope.
If it weren't for the lineup, I wouldn't have gone.
I promised you I'd be back, though.
You used me.
I never used you. I'm just not good at things like this.
Things like what?
People, love. I always did things on my own.
You don't have to do things on your own. I wanted to do so much with you.
But we couldn't. Remember?
We still could have. You could have stayed in touch with me. We could have gotten to know each other more.
It was wrong to do what I did. I'm sorry.
This isn't what actually went down. This isn't the flashback. This is just some mellow argument that they're having.
May.
Sorry. I just thought that they should know that this isn't what happened.
None of this is reality.
Don't say that. You had your lights. That's all she needed to find you. She came over the hill. She moved through the tents and cars. Eventually she found him. This is what happened.
Hi. I'm here. I kept my promise. I'm sorry.
Are you asking me?
Asking what?
You said sorry as if it was a question. As if you were asking me if it was the right thing to say, which probably means that you're not actually sorry.
I'm
What? You're what?
I'm sorry that it hurt you. It's just who I am. I'm not good at sticking around.
Well, that's an awful thing to say you're not good at.
I know.
You made me really sad, June.
I'm so sorry.
What?
I don't want you to be sad. I want that you're always happy.
No, you don't.
I do. I know we've only met 2 times before this, but I think there's something here and it's stronger than what I was ready for. I wouldn't have come back this year if I didn't give a shit.
But you promised me the same place, same time, same dress. You're not wearing your dress.
I thought it was time for a change.
Maybe your dress isn't the thing you should be changing.
I'm changing myself too. I'm being more honest these days.
So you're a liar?
No, I just don't know who I am. I'm trying to figure that out.
Shouldn't you know that by now?
I really wish I did. I don't think I'm ready though. I'm so scared because I'm not ready.
Ready for what?
Mother, motherhood.
Year 3, 2012, Part 2.
I was never ready. I mean, you can't be. When it happens, it happens. After the man I loved the most left, I was stuck. I was stuck looking for something. I dated people, I saw people, but nothing ever compared until I met. It was a month. It was a month after I had been left. I had been lying to myself constantly, telling myself that I was happy when I wasn't. And it wasn't until that night that I stepped into that room where I met the man who would sweep me off my feet. I nearly fell to the floor. It was so damn intense. That first time we made eye contact, it was like a story. Everyone in the room faded away, and all that was left were the two of us. Love couldn't seem to leave the room until one day it did. I wasn't ready for that day. Would you be?
Ready for what?
Motherhood.
Sorry, I need to stop, thanks. I know this is strange. No, I think the reason why I like to see this story so much is because of how it worked. It shouldn't have. That's the thing. How did these two somehow fall for each other when they only spent small increments of time together? Did it take minutes? Seconds? How much time did the universe need to make their stars align so perfectly that their worlds would collide? Did you catch that? That was a Major Lazer lyric. I love them. But really, it didn't take long at all. Not long at all. They must have been so lucky to have encountered each other at the right time, right place. Wish I could be that lucky.
You are. If those stars hadn't aligned, if our worlds didn't collide, you wouldn't be here. You are lucky.
I was lucky to have you, May.
Wish I could have known that. I don't want to ruin the story. I'll shut up now.
What, are you pregnant?
I was.
What do you mean? When was that?
A few months ago. Baby girl. I call her May.
Congratulations? Who's the dad?
What did you say?
I asked you who the father was.
I thought that's what you said.
Then why did you ask?
Because I wanted to make sure I was understanding you. Understanding that you're a dick.
Well, sorry, I didn't realize it was such a bad thing to ask who the father was.
It is because you're being an asshole.
What? Why are you talking to me like that?
Are you really that oblivious?
Oblivious to what? I don't know why you're mad. I don't know why you mind me asking that question, and I don't know why you're even here.
I'm here because I made a goddamn promise, and I'm here because you're a dad, and I thought maybe you should know. Sorry. I don't usually explode like that. Don't do that. Don't sit there and not say anything.
I don't know what to say.
Say something.
Maybe it would have been helpful to give me your number when I asked for it.
You're right. But I couldn't. You are 100% right. I should have. I'm a piece of shit.
Why couldn't you? Why?
When I first met you, I was with someone.
You were.
I'm so sorry. I still am.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Sorry, there was just something about you that I couldn't ignore.
You what? You have a boyfriend?
A husband. I married him last July.
So, you were pregnant when you married him?
It was. He thinks she's his, but I had to tell you, I'm already going to hell. I just wanted to make sure I could rest easy on some things.
Rest easy? Rest easy? You lied to me. You lied.
I did. I followed my stupid heart. I'm not happy about it. But I guess I am. I have a beautiful baby girl, and that's because of you.
I thought you were maybe the one. My soulmate. I felt like I knew you.
I felt the same. But I was so scared. I still feel the same. And she looks like you.
May?
She's gorgeous.
Do you have pictures? Do something else.
There's something about her. It's that same something I felt about you, like I knew her.
How do you know she's mine?
What?
Do you have proof?
Fuck you, Nathaniel.
Is it wrong for me to ask that? We've only met 2 times before this, and you're pretty out there. I don't know that she's mine. You're married. You're a liar.
He's yours.
You're a liar.
I know. I beg that you believe me. I just thought you might want to know. I didn't come here and tell you this so you could give me money or take care of her. I came here because it was the right thing to do.
How the hell do you know what's right?
I guess I'm gonna go.
Into the festival?
No, home.
You didn't buy a ticket this year?
No, I have a kid now. I have responsibilities.
So what do you want to do?
What do you mean? What is that?
I'd like to meet her.
I'm not ready for that.
What do you mean you're not ready? She's mine too.
But I don't know what this means. I don't know how this works. We're not together. I don't really know much about you, and I'm still trying to figure out who I am. Doing all that with a new soul is pretty damn hard.
We could be together.
I don't want to marry you, Nathaniel. I'm already married to a man I don't think I love.
I didn't say that. I just meant maybe we could be together. Like when two friends take care of a baby together. I'd like to get to know you better. I'd like to get to know her too. Please.
I don't think we're meant to do that. This was just an accident, that's all.
But it wasn't an accident. We did it because we wanted to. I wanted to. I know you did too. To be honest, I've never had sex with any other person like I've had with you. It wasn't just some hot fuck. It was like it was like flying.
You described things really good. God, that sounded dumb. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You make me feel comfortable to be myself when you say things like that. You make me happy.
Being happy and comfortable isn't always something people get the luxury of having.
Just because we have a kid now doesn't mean we don't get to be happy.
I already have a kid. I am raising her. You don't have to take on any responsibilities. You can stay happy.
Not without you.
You're gonna have to try.
Please, let me meet her.
You're her dad. You'll meet her. Not now, but someday.
No, we're here right now. You can't keep her from me. What is wrong with you?
I'll make you a deal.
No, don't tell me that you'll meet me at the same place, same time, same dress again. You said you keep your promises, but you broke one. You didn't come here in the same dress. What's gonna happen next year, huh? Are you gonna show up here, but at some different time and some different dress? Don't leave me again.
Please understand me. I need to be alone with her right now. I need to learn what kind of mom I'm gonna be.
Where is she now?
With him. I just came here because I had a promise to keep and a secret to tell.
Please, don't make me wait another year. It'll break my heart.
I'm not ready for you to meet her yet. I wasn't even ready to meet her.
When's her birthday?
March 2nd.
Please, give me some way of staying in contact with you.
I'll meet you at the same place, same time, same dress.
And she left. Again. She broke his heart. Literally broke it. I wish my mom was better. I wish she had done things differently. I wish we could all just get what we wanted.
Year 4, 2013.
Wouldn't that be something? Imagine if you could snap your fingers and get exactly what you wanted. Now that would be magic. But magic doesn't always exist in normal life. That's why we have to create it here. Have you ever noticed how much of our daily life is work with no magic? I mean, I couldn't imagine living a life without creativity. If I went through the ups and downs of life without channeling it into something special, what would I be doing? As time went by, life went by, and it took me a really long time to finish this story because I wasn't ready to live in that sadness. Without truth, without heartbreak, we'd just be happy. That's nice, but it isn't real. Happiness doesn't last forever.
Dad? Please say something. I wish I could take every broken piece of sadness from your heart and glue it back together. Dad, don't just not say anything.
I'm out of words.
There's so many to choose from.
There is no language to describe how sad I am. Remembering this makes me sink.
I'm here, though.
You're here now. You weren't then. But I would always give myself this 1 week in a year to be completely free from everything. Even when I was there, I carried my problems with me.
Dad, can I ask you something?
What?
Why'd you go back?
You. I didn't care about the lineup. I didn't care about seeing anyone but your mom because I knew somehow it would lead me to you.
I'm glad you came back.
I looked for June for a long time. From the moment she walked away from me to the moment I saw her again. I never stopped looking. I tried to get her info from the festival ticket office. I tried finding people she may have known. No luck anywhere. You know, waiting fucking sucks. Waiting always starts the same way. You're given this idea of something that could be in your future because someone said it's a possibility. You don't actually know until it happens, though. All you can do is sit and wait. Wait and watch the hands on a clock move as if they're taking pleasure in you dying as they tick slower and slower. Some people are lucky. They wait, and in the end, all the waiting was worth it. Some people wait and are just disappointed.
Were you?
Disappointed? No.
I always keep my promises.
I know you do. You're good at that.
Here we are. It's been an entire year.
I know.
I missed you.
I looked for you
Why?
because I needed to hold on to something.
Well, I'm here now. You can stop looking.
Thanks for giving me permission.
Don't.
What?
Don't be angry with me.
And that's a big thing to ask for.
I know.
Did you figure it out?
What?
How to be the mom you want to be?
Still figuring that out. I hope I'm doing it right.
Good for you.
She's only 1 year old and already she reminds me of you.
How?
The way she smiles. I think sometimes you two might share the same soul.
I wish I could see her smile.
I have something for you.
Your dress?
Yeah.
Why?
I have something I need to talk to you about.
What, you're gonna give me this dress and say see you next year?
I don't think I'll see you next year. Or the year after that.
Why? Are you done with me?
I never want to be done with you.
And what are you talking about?
I'm sick.
Sick? Sick with what? No, you're not.
Yes.
But you're young.
I guess I lived too fast.
Why did you give me this?
I never knew the impact that dress would have. After the first show, we received a letter from a local in town, and he described the dress as iconic. Iconic. To me, it was just a dress. Now it's a symbol of my work.
I'm trying to do things right. I left him when I found out I couldn't keep lying. I didn't love him. I love you, and I barely know you. That has to mean something, right? I need you to give this to her.
Please stop.
She's with my sister now. Her number is on a piece of paper in the pocket. I want you to be a part of her life, but it's your choice.
June, stop. You're lying. You're lying, right?
No. I wish I was.
What do I do
What do you mean?
with my life? What do I do?
Live it up, Tiger.
I really keep hoping you're gonna tell me you're joking.
And I really wish I was too.
But you're honest.
I try to be.
I don't know what I'm gonna do now.
Well, the way I see it is you have two options. You can keep the dress for yourself and keep living as if everything was the way it was before you knew me. Or you can meet your daughter.
I can't go back to life as if nothing happened in these last 3 years.
Can you do something for me then?
Anything.
Someday, give our daughter this dress and tell her that her mama loved her. Tell her I loved her more than anything. Will you do that for me?
I will. But I don't think I could be the parent she's gonna need me to be.
That would be great.
She won't ever get to know you. That makes me so sad.
No, but she'll have you. And you'll have so many stories to tell her. You have a story that no one else has, and you get to tell our baby girl. She's lucky.
Remember a long time ago when I told you I wasn't sure what I was looking for?
Yes.
I found it. It's you. You were the one I was looking for.
I love you.
I love you with every piece of my heart.
You know, I think she's going to have a good life.
I'll make sure of it.
Don't forget to give her the world.
I won't.
Give her everything and teach her how to be good. Teach her how to love.
What if I can't?
I trust you.
I'm the product of something different. Something that shouldn't have been.
You're the product of love.
Our love.
This is the ring that my dad wanted to give her. He had it long before he even knew her, but he knew that first night that it belonged to her. She never even got to see it. Dad?
What?
You said earlier that you knew why these memories meant so much to me. Can you tell me?
Because it's your story.
But it's not.
It is. Our story is your story. Everything that happened between us happened to you. Your mom and I are your prologue.
But
No one's story starts with the moment they were born. Everything that happened before is a part of the story too. If none of this happened, there wouldn't be a story at all.
Thanks, Dad.
Anytime, May.
So this is where things change. This was the last night they spent together.
May. How do you think of that?
It's the best month. It's warm, it's sunny. It's the month I met you. I know I've asked for a lot, but can I ask you for one last thing? Will you lay under the stars with me?
Will you wear your dress?
Nathaniel, do you remember the night that we met?
I always close my eyes during this part.
And I never could.
June and Nathaniel lay under the stars. After moments have passed, June quietly removes the dress. She folds it and places it next to Nathaniel while he sleeps. She leaves, but not before looking back at him one last time.
She did what she did best. She snuck away. That was the last time he saw her. Held her. Kissed her. 4 times. That's it. They were together for a couple of hours at a time. 4 times.
Do you remember the rain?
How could I forget?
Sometimes reality is magic. Sometimes the stars align just right. And in our case, the clouds did. At one of our last performances, the rain started to fall on us. And this was unforeseen magic. Scary, because we were surrounded by electrics, but the universe had our backs. Hey, maybe it wanted to make a little magic with us that night.
I found it that night.
What?
What I was looking for.
What was it?
I found an experience. I found something I've never had before. I found you, Em.
What happened after that night?
June left. I never saw her again. I left the festival too. There wasn't really anything much for me to do there. I had more important things to do.
You left your friends there without you?
I packed my stuff, and they asked me where I was going. And I said, I'm gonna go meet my daughter. And then I left.
Year 5, 2014.
This story is wildly important to me. And I don't know how it's been able to stay in my head and my heart this long. And over the summer, I talked with the actors about the play and what we'd created, and there were so many questions. Did we do this story justice? Did we do our jobs as storytellers and makers? I feel like I lost sight of what I was really trying to tell. It was always simple. Two people in love, one in wonder. I made it into much more, though. I wanted to tell everyone's story and not focus on what was really in my heart. It was always these three people, Nathaniel, June, and May. This story, it belongs to the three of them.
I never saw June after that night. I left the next day with her dress in my bag and April's number in my hand. I found her too. She lived in Spokane Valley. It wasn't far for me to travel. I drove so fast.
I'm sad I don't remember this part.
You were too young. The first time I looked at May, it was like 1,000 lightning bolts lit up inside my heart. I had never seen a human as beautiful as her. I knew she was me.
I told you she had your eyes.
She was everything. She still is.
I'm still your everything.
You always will be.
Same here, Mom.
I always promised myself that I would have one weekend a year just to be free. So I went back to Sasquatch one last time. I guess I was lucky because that year, the National came back. Only this time, I watched them alone.
Did they sing it?
They did. They sang I Need My Girl, and all I could think of was the two most important people in my life. I was so sad. Everything that happened in the last 4 years just ran through my mind over and over. I thought about the night we met, the Euro that made me sick, the time we danced without care, the first time I kissed you, the feeling I got when I looked at you for the first time.
I said this earlier, but I still think it's important. I think emotional responses might be hereditary. Because every single time I hear that song, all I can do is cry.
Maybe you got that from me.
I think I did.
You got a lot from me. You got a lot from your mom too.
Well, that's it. That's the story.
You're right. That's the whole story.
Well, not completely. There's still the part where I raised you.
Who cares? That's not even the interesting part.
Being a human is interesting in itself. Living your life every day is something to celebrate. Some of us don't get to keep on doing the mundane activities that make up this thing we call life.
But what does any part of what happened after matter? It's over.
What is?
The story. That was the last time we get to tell it.
That was the last time we get to tell it. Who says you have to stop telling it?
No one.
Can I tell you something? The day you moved away when you were 18, God, you were so confident. You had your thing packed and you were ready to be on your own. But moments before you left, you ran back in the house crying. You remember that? You ran in and said, "Who's gonna tell me to make good choices?" You said that because I would always tell you to make good choices before you left the house. I didn't that day because I trusted you to do it anyways. You just didn't trust yourself.
I remember.
I can't be here to tell you to make good choices anymore, May. I need to rest.
I know, Dad.
Our story happened, and I know how much you love it. But where will it take you? Nowhere. It won't let you move on, and it won't keep you happy forever.
I still don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I'm so scared.
You know, May, your father and I had no idea what we were doing either. We met at a music festival when we were both young. Our story just kind of happened. We didn't plan it. We were here. We were here and we were young and in love, and that's all we knew. You gotta live your own story.
How can I do that when I'm unsure of who I am and what I'm meant to do?
Listen, baby. I can't tell you much, but I can tell you this. You are love. You're the product of a love that happened at the wrong time. But that doesn't change the fact that you were made from the love of two humans.
Something my friends and I always said was, the love we make is here. It's places like these where nothing is judged in how we create our love, our moments. It's all here right now.
I know.
Why are you sad?
Because you're going to leave me and I'll be alone. I mean, who's going to tell me to make good choices if not you?
You.
I can't be here alone. I can't tell our story without you. No one will care and it won't matter. Do I need to learn to stop loving you too?
Stop. Your mom once told me something that changed me. She told me that the stars in the sky are thousands of years old, and that the light we see them is in the light we see from them is in the past and has already happened. And since light takes its sweet time getting to us, we're just seeing the remnants of stars' lives from thousands of years ago. They're already dead and gone, yet we still get to enjoy them. We have a story that happened years and years ago. It already happened, but that doesn't mean you can't still appreciate it and remember it for what it was. It's still beautiful and it still belongs to you. Even though it's not physically ever going to happen again, you still get to keep it in your heart. It's okay to love the ones that no longer exist. Isn't that something?
I hope it'll be enough.
We're just memories, May. We can't be a part of your future, but we can be a part of the person that you are.
These are memories. They're part of who I am as a writer, as a director, as a human being. It's something you have to remember. These moments and memories aren't completely truth. As makers, we take parts of ourselves and we build something with each other. I never knew a May or a June. I mean, Nathaniel's pretty common, but we tell stories in the hope that we find some kind of truth in this human existence. I mean, I'm still looking for that truth every day. Love has always been a mystery, and maybe it needs to stay that way. What if we had all the answers? What would be the fun in that? Where would the story be?
Guess it's time for me to go.
Where?
Into the festival. I have a lot to see.
Are you happy you're going?
I get to see Major Lazer, which is cool, I guess.
You want to hear a poop joke?
Yeah.
Did you hear the one about the movie Constipation?
No.
Well, that's because it never came out.
What? So stupid.
I love you, May.
So do I. More than anything.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
May puts on her backpack. Nathaniel and June dance slow.
So I guess it's my turn? My
She turns looks at her parents. They turn and look at her and smile.
My parents taught me a lot. They taught me that love can exist in many different ways. They taught me that it isn't as simple as flight. And I'm lucky. I am so lucky because I am the love they made. Even though it's just me now, I still have that love. I have it because it's me. I have to take care of this love so I can share it with somebody someday. Who knows who that will be with? And maybe I'll meet some nice guy named August and we'll end up having babies. I can dream. I have my mom's dress and my father's ring. That's enough for now. And as my father said, the love we make is here. It's where we create moments, the moments that we never forget. Whether they're good or bad, they shape us. Life is worth living. I'm going to go out and do that. You should too.
I still have so many questions. I mean, what happened to Nathaniel? Where'd May end up in life? Is June in peace? Did I do my job? This is the last time I'm going to tell this story for a while. Everything needs rest. The story, these characters, me, and as much as we've grown together as human beings through the story that connected us, it's time to find the other mysteries. This was happiness. This was fiction. I'll be honest in saying it's not an easy goodbye. Here, the love we make has been through a journey through hills and valleys, and I hope it can kick its boots off at the end of the day and rest knowing that it didn't go unnoticed. I hope you all can look at the stars and wonder and know that they will always be above your head. Tell your stories. Fall in love. Fail. Do it all again. Keep telling.
So what's next?
The writer moves to a typewriter. He types away as the three stand behind him watching. The lights fade as we reach the edge of the page. We hear a final ding from the typewriter. Lights out. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Woo!
Thank
Donate
you.
to Silvertongued Stages, please.
Thank you for watching.
Help us keep art alive.
Yes.
And go out there and fall in love.
That's right. That's right. All right. Have a beautiful one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember when you lost your shit and drove the car into the garden? You got out and said I'm sorry to the vines no one saw. I need my girl. I need my girl. I'm under the gun again. I know I was a 45% of them. I know I was a lot of things, but I am good, I am grounded. David says that I look taller, but I can't get my head around it. I keep feeling smaller and smaller. I need my girl. There's some things that I should never laugh about in front of family. I try to call you from the party. It's full of punks and cannonballers. I need my girl. I need my girl. I'm under the gun again. I know I was a 45% of them. I know I was a lot of things, but I am good, I am grounded. David says that I look taller, but I can't get my head around it. I keep feeling smaller and smaller. I keep feeling smaller and smaller. I keep feeling smaller and smaller.